Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode. I'm excited to bring this one to you because like I said in the last episode, we're here with the transfer market. So there's literally been so much talk about this, that, and the next thing that's been going on, who we need to pick up and all that good shenanigans. But one thing I will say, guys, is that, we had some fantastic ideas for certain players we wanted to bring in on frees and things, but when I kind of took a look at that and I was like, okay, so let's go ahead and sign up and put up a few of these players on some contract agreements, and unfortunately they all get paid bucket loads. Literally, they are all getting paid 50k plus, and to be perfectly honest with you, I really just can't afford that sort of money. 50k on a wage for one person, that's quite a lot. I might be able to do that for maybe one person, but besides that, not really. Anyways, as you guys know, I sent in a bid for CheapFUTCoins, and I also had a bid in for Bakali. I believe it was Lallana and 2 million. And there were a few people that were a bit like, Cal, what's going on there? What is the deal? You cannot sell a captain of a player. That's unrealistic. But then again, why do you play video games? I play video games to, there's that element of unrealistic side of things that I quite like. And although, I would be selling a captain, at the same time, that captain would just be on the bench, so he's not really a captain anyways. And like a few people, I'm sure they'll voice their opinion in the comments, but I just want to, I want to make this team bigger and better, and that if that means I have to sell, some really important players to the squad, then I guess I kind of have to do that. Just because he has an armband around his arm doesn't necessarily mean he's impossible to sell, So it is a little bit disappointing that if there was one player to go, it would be Lallana, but I suppose it would make the most sense considering Bakali would literally just swoop on in there and take his position. So we'll have to see how all that goes. We don't even know if it's going to be accepted yet, so we'll have to wait and see at the end of the episode. But I wanted to put a few players on the transfer list just because, one, I want to free up some space on the wage budget, and two, I want some extra funds. At the moment we're only got like 2 million, and not that much wage budget to work with yet. 2 million and 10,000 per week, which just isn't really much at all, and I'm kind of just waiting for the next transfer window. Although as weird as that sounds, I do want a brand new transfer budget that we can just go spend loads of money on players. But even next season, I can only imagine we'll probably get like another 5 or 6 million, which will be sort of standard, I guess. I don't really expect too much more than that, but as you can see, we don't really have any players that I can sell for 5 million and feel comfortable with our squad, if that makes sense. There's not that many players here that I'd happily be like, alright, sell you and the squad will still be strong, sort of thing. There's the players that are worth 3 million plus. They are all very important to the squad, whether they are important first players or they're important squad depth players. So keeping that in mind, there was quite a few things I had to work with. But like I said, we were talking about Lallana, and that particular offer was accepted. That was Lallana and 2 million, which is quite a lot, which is 10 million. But I did see some comments in the last video, and one person said he had to pay 18 million for Bakali. So, this seems like it could be a pretty big, pretty decent deal. But for some reason, I do feel as though I'm kind of overpaying for him a little bit. It would be interesting to have seen if I could have just straight swapped him for Lallana, and just seen if that would have gone down well, because usually I like to kind of play a low ball offer and then have them come back and say, no, we want this much, just because that way that you're not straight up overpaying for the players. So with that in mind, anyways, we had an FA Cup game and it was against Swansea, and look at that, in the first 37 minutes we get 2 red cards, and it was just an all-out brawl from then. And this was the first leg, I believe, or was it the second leg? I can't exactly remember. And either way, it was intense. Osvaldo picks up the first goal of the game in the 65th minute, and then Shelvey, big Jonjo Shelvey picks up the second goal of the game, making it 1-1. And as you can see, Bakali there accepts the offer, and I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Job done. That's Bakali in the bank. Now, guys, we'll have a little tribute to Lallana. He scored some cracking goals. He's been a quality captain. But the big thing is, guys, and I want you guys to leave this in the comment, who is the new captain of the squad? And I'm excited to see how well Bakali plays. Is he going to play well? And, just see how, in general, he's going to do. We still want to sign some more players. So we're completely broke when it comes to the transfer budget. But there could be a few other players out going out of the squad. But we also put in in a bid for, what do you call it, for big Adrian. Adrian looks like an amazing player, a center attacking mid again, but he is really, really young, and I used him back in FIFA 13 for my QPR series, and he looked wonderful. So he could be another quality player coming through, and I actually brought in Adrian for something like, well, it was really, really cheap anyways, I can't remember, but, it was really cheap, and very happy with that, very happy with my purchase there, because he is going to play well, and I know he's a good player. So the big toss-up question is, do I play Gaston Ramirez, the center attacking mid, or do I play Adrian? I also have Maximilian Mayer there, and I want to try and get him out on loan. I think he would definitely do a great job of being out on a season-long loan, well, at least to the end of this season, just because with those two center attacking midfielders, I don't think there is really that much room for Mayer in this particular squad. He's not that high rated, so I can't see him getting a game anytime soon. But one of the big players you guys wanted to see me work with was Bruma. Now, could you just imagine Bakali on one wing and Bruma on the other wing? That would just be fantastic. But I decided to see if they were interested in 1.6 million plus Rodriguez, so we'll have to see what they have to say and whether they'll come back and give me the thumbs up, or I'll have to go back to the drawing board and try and work things out. But I had a game coming up against West Brom, and as you can see, they wanted me to increase the cash sum to 9.1 million. Are they mad? I don't know if I'm ever going to pay that, but you guys have to wait to see into the next episode. But the question to you guys is, who is my new captain? Let me know in the comments. Hope you guys all have a cracking day, and be sure to head on over to my Twitch stream. I'll be streaming later tonight. Hopefully pick up that inform Ibrahimovic. Oh my god, could you just imagine? Anyways, guys, have a great day. I'll see you in a bit. Bye bye.